Hi everyone, this is Bex, your train girl, and this is a Rivarossi passenger mail car from the 1980s. Now this car has some modern couplers on it. And we've also got some nice metal wheels on here, all shiny and new. So this one is all modernized. But if you know Rivarossi, they don't come that way. And that's what we have here. From the same set, this is a baggage car. And you'll notice that the coupler's a bit different. This kind of coupler is a hook horn coupler found very commonly on model trains from the 70s, 80s, and starting into the 90s. I had sets with hook horn couplers when I was younger. And what we're going to do is take the rest of these Rivarossi New York Central passenger cars and modernize them like I did the passenger mail car. We're going to replace these old hook horn couplers and plastic wheels like you see on that baggage car at the top with modern knuckle couplers and metal wheels to get the whole set modernized and ready to run on our layout. So let's take a look at the set. This is a New York Central sleeper. I've already done the couplers on this one, but we still have the plastic wheels to manage. We'll be removing those little by little. I love the window arrangement on this side of the car. I just think it looks really neat. From the same set, we also have a parlor coach. I did the couplers on this one as well, but just like the previous car, we have those plastic wheels. These cars are beautifully detailed for what they are and from the time they were made. Oh, and here is the observation car. A very standard type of car to be found on 1930s passenger trains. A little dusty. I got this set from a friend who had these just sitting in boxes, and I was more than happy to give them a new home and get them spruced up. I love the New York Central paint scheme. This is going to look so good behind my New York Central steam engine. So here's a look at some of the equipment we're going to be using to make this upgrade happen. These are McHenry couplers. I got this from my semi-local model train store. And these are just going to clip in where those hook horn couplers went. For the wheels, we have these scale metal wheels made by a company called Intermountain Models. So let's get this first car in the cradle. And we're going to get started removing these old wheels. Now, when we put the new wheels in, we will want them to roll smoothly, and that is what this Labelle 106 grease is used for. Just a little dab of the grease in the pocket where the wheel axle is going to go, and that should keep these rolling smoothly for some time. I do want to mention that these are just the products that I like to use. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with any of these companies. Just like the last video, this is the equipment that works for me, and every model railroader is going to be a little different. Now, just to give you an idea, here is our old wheel versus our new wheel. You can see that the old plastic wheels have much larger flanges. That's the little fin that helps the wheels in the cars stay on track, and the modern wheels are manufactured with smaller, more scale flanges. So now we're just taking a few of these metal wheels out of the box, and we're just going to gently, as I can, pop them into place where their axles should go. We'll give them a little test spin to get that grease all locked in. And this first set of wheels, on this car at least, is ready to roll. Now, let's take a look at that baggage car that I showed you earlier. This is the one that has not only the original wheels, but the original hook, horn, couplers still attached. Now, I've plucked those couplers out, and I wanted to show you the different McHenry couplers we're going to use. There's a long variation and a shorter variation. The shorter variation is specifically made for baggage cars and passenger mail cars, because those cars are shorter than a typical coach. And here you'll see side by side what this particular McHenry coupler looks like compared to that old hook horn model. Much more modern. You'll see that on a lot of modern HO scale trains. And all we do is gently push it in, and it clips right in place. I think this one's ready. So let's get everything on the tracks. There's our passenger mail car. And here's the baggage car. And they couple together perfectly. Next, we'll do the sleeper car. Again, I just love that window arrangement. It looks so fun. Perfect. Now, the parlor coach. And last, but certainly not least, our observation car. A little stubborn, you two. There we go. Now, we need a good New York Central engine to pull this train. So, I'm going to introduce you to my J1E New York Central Hudson locomotive from Bachmann. I gotta say, the New York Central is looking pretty good. With that, we're just gonna let our passenger train run. Enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe and enjoy the wonderful sound of model trains. And I will see you next time on our ASMR Railroad.